Hey, this is Tech, and you're listening to the Encouragers. And it's been a minute, huh?
Mm-hmm. It has been a hot minute, bro. We have hella episodes out, but excuse me. We just need to get to them and edit it, put it out. What you up to?
No, just doing some meal prepping for the week.
That's what's up. Save a little bit of money, huh?
Yeah.
What are you cooking up for the week?
Nothing good. Just chicken. Marinate some chicken so I can cook tomorrow.
That's what's up. I'll change the view real quick. What? Oh, don't do that. I was just making sure this thing still worked.
What is that?
Our Zoom. Malo Joe, shout out to Joe for paying nonstop for our Zoom.
My little Joe.
Dude, you recover yet from the wedding?
Yeah, kind of.
That's what's up.
Still think I need a couple more hours sleep.
Man, it was nice weather going, and all of a sudden, man, that wind at night when it dropped, oof,
Yeah, right when the sun went down.
yeah, it caught me off guard, bro.
So we try to get everybody inside.
Man, I had a fever. I got a fever from it. I went after I can't remember which dance, Dalunga dance I was waiting on, but I went back to the ride. I sat there. I could feel I was burning up, so I just left. Went back home and I got the protocol. Started taking all these vitamins. Jeez.
Yeah, I think we were like the third one.
What at the with the dance?
Yeah, we signed up to be the third one, and we ended up to be the last one.
Oh, is that what Coach was saying that you did a speech?
I had to.
Who is it on behalf of? Who did
My
you rep?
dad.
Oh, what? Because your
Yeah,
dad and Milwaukee is family, right?
yeah. Lockie's mom and my dad, brother and sisters,
Oh, snap. Milwaukee's mom. What's her name?
and my Mela.
Mele.
Yeah,
And your dad are brothers and sisters. How many brothers and sisters did they have?
16.
Dang. For real?
Yeah.
So your dad and Mele, where do they stand in the
Lockie's mom is the oldest girl, so technically that's my fault.
Oh,
That's why you see me running around doing everything. Me and my brothers and sister.
that's why. Dang, y'all were doing everything, bro. I was wondering why like Minnie and them weren't like helping out or anything. Or not, they were
I
there,
mean, he
right?
should have. I mean, he should have been there too, because he's the same way as me.
Really?
Yeah, our dad, our brothers.
Oh, dang. Oh, so he
You
just
know,
left his
Numa,
yeah, Numa.
Carlos' mom.
Mm-hmm.
So Numa's dad is the oldest.
Oh, out of all the kids, your
Yeah,
brother and sister, oh, your dad's
my
brothers,
dad's.
siblings.
Yeah,
Dang, that's a big family. So Minnie should have been all up and down, running
yeah,
around.
with me.
Oh, that's what's up. Dang, that's cool. But it was a good venue. It was a nice venue, man. I ain't never
Yeah,
seen that before. I think they just transformed that little area, that golfing area into that venue, man.
it looked like it. Huh?
Yeah.
That
Oh.
whole build, that whole building looks temporary.
Mm-hmm. a nice view. We're talking about over the weekend. Tech and Coach came out here to Reno, and they came for it's your niece. Would that be your niece,
Yeah.
Leo? Came out here for their niece's wedding uh, wedding ceremony and celebration. It was out here on DeAndrea Golf Course. It was really nice. Golf
So
course used to be. What's up?
that would be my niece, but coach's first cousin
Oh, that's right, because Milwaukee
and Etta are sisters.
and sisters. Oh, okay. So dang, that's crazy. They were out here for the weekend, this past weekend, and got to see those two. And Tech was running around, doing all the work, Tongan functions, Tongan wedding. It was a very nice wedding, very nice reception. Beautiful weather. It was really nice. And I think I caught a cold or something, but now I'm better after taking all these vitamins. But man, it's been a minute since we have actually had a nice little episode. We have several episodes just for you that are listening. We have a lot of episodes. Just I have been super lazy in editing all of them. Hopefully, we can get this one out and then just catch up on all the different edits that we have or episodes that we have. But lots to catch up on. We haven't had an episode maybe pushed out since what, February? Our trip to our trip to Dallas. It's
Was
been
that
a
in
minute.
February?
Yeah, it's been that long, man. And Jake just hopped on the podcast. He just logged in. What's up, Jake? Can you hear us okay? I don't think Jake can hear us. If you can hear us, wave, brother. No? I think he's still working out some technical stuff. But Jake is on here. He's on the podcast right now. He'll tune in as soon as he gets situated with his technical stuff. But man, yeah, there's been a lot going on. A lot of traveling's going on. Tech is about to travel overseas. I just got back from overseas. A lot of stuff going on in that regards. But hope everyone's doing well listening in. Thank you for tuning in. And man, what do we catch up on? What should we
Let's
catch up on?
let's talk about your trip to London.
Yes, the Tonga versus Wales was that October 24th. It's Tuesday, November 1st right now. And last week was all up in England, London. I went to go and cover the MMT versus Wales game out in St. Helens, England. That was pretty interesting. I ain't never been through London before. Have you flown out that way, right, Tech, a little bit, or stopped through there?
No,
So that was
never
my
been out
first.
that way.
That was my first time in London. I've flown there through London Heathrow a couple times, but I ain't never stopped and visited. But man, it was quite an experience. The whole traveling bit. Well, first of all, I flew first class, flagship first class on American Airlines. That was like probably the highlight of the trip for me because basically flying at low cost and get a freaking premium seat, which is super, super nice, kind of like spoils you into wanting to not wanting to fly any other way. So it was super nice, man. They treat you with respect. They give you whatever you want to eat, whatever you want to drink it on the plane on flagship first and American Airlines. It's really nice. You get your own little pod section, and it's at the very front of the aircraft. But it was, I think that was the best experience for me traveling ever, traveling first class like that. And on the way back, I got business class seating, so that was, you know, pretty nice as well. But the
Is
trip
that the
over,
same?
it's a little bit smaller, but it's still you get one of those seats that recline all the way. You can lay down on it, and it lays down flat like into a bed.
Mhm.
It's really really nice.
But
But
was it like your own pod or is this
yeah, it's your own pod, but it's not as big. It's
okay?
not. Yeah, it's like a smaller version of first clip or flagship first. But American Airlines is going to be taking away a lot of their their super first class seats and just going to business class. So I don't know what the move is for that, maybe to make more money or something, but yeah. But yeah, I got to experience business, flagship business and flagship first on American Airlines. So that was pretty dope. And it was a 777-300, the biggest aircraft in their fleet that I got to experience. So that was pretty neat. But yeah,
And how about your stay in London? Was the culture different?
yeah, it was. I didn't really stay in London. I stayed in Liverpool. So I stayed in a hostel. It was
Like like they drive on the right side, right?
yeah, they drive on the wrong side. Man, so I rented a car. I rented a car through Hertz rental car. It was pretty cheap. Um, so I picked up the rental car, and it took me about an hour to leave the rental place because I had no idea how to get out. It took me a little bit to get out, and I got lost when I left the rental car place because I couldn't. You drive on the left or the right side or the left. I don't know. You drive on the opposite side as we drive. So I'm sitting on the right hand side, which would normally be the passenger side for us. I'm driving on that way, and I'm going the opposite direction. You know how it is when you see the movies and everything. It's just like that. I'm confused as all get out because I'm trying to listen to the GPS and drive at the same time and look at the warning and the traffic and all the signage that's on the streets. It took me an hour, almost 2 hours to get out of the rental car area of the airport. So it's London Heathrow. It's a massive airport. It's like LAX times 10. If you've been through LAX, think of London Heathrow, it's 10 times, seems like it's 10 times bigger than that. So get out, all these signs. First of all, I noticed there's a bunch of cameras, CCTV everywhere you go, even on the little driveway, on the roads, everywhere you go, there's little picture cameras, speed limit cameras everywhere you go. So I was pretty cautious when I was driving. But as soon as you get on the freeway, they call them the M. They label them M, like M40, M62. I think it stands for motorway. I think that's what they call them. But yeah, they're highway, they're freeways. Certain freeways don't have any speed limits. And it took me a little bit of maybe an hour into my driving on the freeway to figure that out. Because on the I had a little smart car. It was a little small little Toyota smart car. And on how some of the rental cars or cars nowadays they can detect the speed limit when you drive past the speed sign,
Hmm.
speed limit. Well, this one when you drove past them, it tells you, right? Then I seen this weird looking mark. It's a big circle with a slash on the side, and it's not a red sign. It's like a silver sign, like white circle with a white slash through it. And I didn't know that at the time, but that means that there's no speed limit. It took me about an hour, almost 2 hours into my driving to figure that out. So, and from London to St. Helens or Liverpool, it's a 3.5 hour drive. So you can imagine it took me about an hour and a half to figure that out. So I was driving the 70 miles or 70 kmh. This shows 70 all over the place. And on that freeway, I didn't know that didn't have any speed limit until like later down the road, maybe two or three towns I passed. But once I figured that out, man, I was mobbing. I was going maybe 120 miles an hour, or I don't know if the car is calibrated to miles an hour or kilometers an hour. I was
Kilometers.
going, is it kilometers?
Yeah,
Oh,
in Europe.
yeah, I was going 120 up in that mug, man. 120 just, but it seemed like I was going 80, you know, 80, 85. Didn't seem
Well,
like that was
let's
too
look it
fast.
up.
Yeah.
120 kilometers per hour
I think that's
in
about
miles
90.
per hour. 90. Oh yeah, that's still cruising.
Yeah, man. I was mobbing in my
Oh
little
wait, it
Toyota.
says 120 kilometers per hour is 74.5 miles per hour.
Really?
Yeah.
So I wasn't going that fast. I guess I was going fast for London speed because man, I was mobbing, bro. Tech and I, we lived in New York, and the driving over there. Tech, I'm telling you this, if you can drive in New York, you can drive anywhere in the world, especially in the London area, metro area, because those drivers suck, dude. It's not like New York. They tell you if you're wrong when you're driving. Over in London, man, they don't honk or anything. Not like New York City. Not like the West
There's
Coast.
not a lot of space though, right? So like the streets are pretty narrow a lot of the times, and then you're like at least so you speaking from Spain, right? When I lived in Spain,
Yeah.
I really feel like my driving skills. I didn't drive for that long, only a few months, but only one of the areas you actually drive if you're in the office is where you drive. But we would go in there, and man, everything's stick shift for one. So you got to be able to drive stick shift. Was it stick shift over there for you?
No, I had a regular car.
So
Just put it in
everything was
drive.
stick. Oh, nice. And maybe it's changed again. This was a while back, 20 years ago, right? But everything was stick shift, and then man, it was like bumper cars trying to park. So you see everybody bumped each other. You think people over here have a hard time parking. Like that's a skill set over there, which was you had to learn. Trying to do a stick shift, parallel parking on a hill with no space. You learn real quick.
So they drive on the other side too, the wrong side too, over there in Spain.
No, it's the same side as here.
Oh, they drive normal on like
Mhm.
our side. Oh, that's what's up.
Mhm.
Yeah, man, the driving thing. I almost got in a car accident 4 times. Luckily, the people that were getting in an accident with me, they saw that the rental car had like stickers all
Yeah.
over it, so they knew that I was not from around there. And they were nice, dude. They're not like New York or anything where they honk at you and cuss at you. Or they're just like, oh, it's okay. Go this way. Show me the right way, man. 4 times that happened to me. And one of them, the last one, dude, that lady was pissed. It was a Tesla. She was driving a white Tesla ride. And if she happens to listen to this, I'm just apologize to her right now. Because man, she looked at me, she gave me the look of death and was like cussing and everything. But then she saw that I was a foreigner, and then she was like super polite and like escorted me the right way to leave the stadium area. But yeah, man, the whole experience was great. In our little text group, I sent you guys photos and everything of my experience and just where I stayed. I stayed in a hostel, which I paid $60 for the 2 nights or 2.5. Shoot, I can't remember the time though. It was $65, I believe.
I felt like you were there longer than, for some reason, it felt like you were there longer than 2 days.
Yeah, it seemed like it too. But it was a neat experience. I stayed in a hostel in Liverpool, right on Williamson Street, some like famous street for like a music venue. That was pretty cool. Liverpool area. That's where the Beatles started their careers. They're from. Got to see the little pub that they played at and started their music career at. And little did I know that whole street that my hostel was on, Williamson Street, that area was known for like starting rock and roll, like the Sex Pistols, several other bands came out from that area, from that little street. So
Something in
kind
the
of
water.
yeah, I guess the grunge, the rock and roll started in that little area, but I thought it was pretty dope. But yeah, the game was good. Because I went there to cover, the Tonga game versus Wales for our podcast, and that was a neat experience. Tongan fans are crazy; they are down for their team, the rugby league team, and man, yeah, they love it, and the players loved it too. They love the support that the Tongans give.
Bro, did you get the itch to like go play out on the field to like run?
Nope,
No.
nope, no way. Them fools is in shape, in shape, and they run nonstop, man. More power to them young little dudes, man. But yeah, no, I didn't. Nothing like that. It was nice though. Nice game. I was kind of worried there. People kind of worried in the beginning because I think Wales scored first. I think they got on the board first. So But it was funny because when they scored, um, the MMT fans, the Tongan fans, they cheered loud. They cheered for them when they scored. So I was like, that was dope. I don't know if they showed that on TV. You guys see that at all? No.
No, it didn't show it on there.
Yeah, they scored, and then Wales did their little Wales thing, and then the MMT fans they did it right back to them. They like cheered for them as they scored. So it was pretty dope.
I don't know a whole lot about the Welsh people or like or Wales. I know I have a tiny bit of heritage from there, but it's part of Great Britain, right? And what is it like northern? Where is Wales again?
It's I know it's near St. Helens. It's like in that general area. So it's like
Mm.
it was like a home game for them when they played Tonga and St. Helens. It's not too far away. I know I passed it on my way up there, past the little town, or at least I think I did. But and I didn't know this either, but Tonga and Wales, they have a strong bond, strong link together. Apparently there's through the rugby union, a lot of Tongan players have come through the Wales program, rugby union program through the years. And there's actually a small little tight knit Tongan community in Wales and in that area. I didn't know that.
That live there?
That live there. Yeah, it's like it kind of remind the way that someone was describing or explaining it to me was that is kind of like a small community like Reno and Sparks, where that many Tongans in the area. They have that in Wales. They have that type of community in Wales. And so all the Mata fans that you saw at the game, majority of them came from Wales. They drove up from Wales to come support the team. So that was a neat little tidbit I learned from my trip over there.
Okay, Wales is yeah, it was just west of there. So you
Mhm.
were you so it's like west of England, right?
Yeah.
And it's a small piece there. I'm just looking at the map now. So
Mhm.
you were at Liverpool, you were really almost like if you head south for a few minutes, you would have
Mhm.
ran into northern Wales.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it's all right there, man. But it was a great atmosphere, great um thing just to watch, just to be around. And now Tonga is playing Samoa this Sunday. That's going to be an interesting match. So a lot of people I know got an email about there's only standing room now for the game. So I think the game tickets are slowly selling off, or there's going to be a lot of people in attendance. So that was neat. And I got to attend the post presser conference after the game for both sides. Like the Wales team went first, and then the Tonga team went. And I learned quite a bit things just from listening to those coaches talk. Like first of all, Wales, that coach John, I can't remember his last name, but the head coach for the Wales team, he was saying that he wished he could recruit from the rugby union teams, because there's a lot of ballers on the rugby union team. Wales has always been a strong rugby team for the union. So he was saying like he wished he could have um, tapped into the pool for the Welsh team on the rugby union side. And I didn't know this, but he said that he told the fact that there's 12 out of the 24 people on that Welsh team that were Welsh born, and he made that a fact. Like he was really proud to share that fact with the media for the president. So
Did you get to meet any other Tongans and get like to talk with them while you were over there, make any new
yeah,
friends?
yeah, a lot. Some of the older men, they're like asking me, like, "Who are you? Do you work for the team?" I was like, "No, no, I'm here." I tell them I'm here for a podcast. They're like, "What? A podcast?" Yeah, we're called the Encouragers podcast. And I just, I show them our Instagram and our Facebook. Like, a few of them followed us through that, but yeah, there were a lot of people that came from the States too. A lot of people from Utah flew up. People that work in the airlines, they came through, and a lot of people. A lot of people, not just through Utah, there's some people there from Texas that went, all over New Zealand, Australia that flew in for the game. And the coach, Christian Wolf, he made that a statement. He, they were talking about a reporter asked him, how about the fans? What do you think about the fans? And he made a statement like, yeah, we like to thank all the fans. A lot of people coming from the States and such a strong support they have for the team. And they said, if this would have been played in New Zealand or Australia, it would have been a sold out stadium for the MMT fans, which even for other teams, they would have sold out the stadium for those games. So I thought that was
Your footage
interesting.
was awesome, by the way.
Man,
Have you posted it all in one spot, or is it just on the Instagram, or where is it at? Where can people find it if they want to look at it?
man, y'all go to our TikTok. We have if you click on our bio, anywhere in one of our bios, you can get all the links to our different social media platforms. I'm slowly trying to put it up in the YouTube, and then most of the traction we're getting, all the eyes are on TikTok. So I posted a lot on TikTok and Instagram, and then our Facebook, and then now I'm following up with our YouTube channel, which you can now access. It's at the Encouragers, youtube.com/at the Encouragers. That's our new YouTube channel link if you guys want to help us and subscribe to our YouTube channel there. But yeah, it was a neat little trip, man. Learned a lot. And good friends of ours, good friends of ours, they're Fatai and Ray, they're going this weekend, taking their boys up to watch the Samoa versus Tonga game this Sunday.
Where's that one at?
It's in Warrington, so about an hour south of where St. Helens is. It's near the area, the general vicinity, 3.5 hours from London.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to take, that's going to be iconic. So I don't know if a lot of people remember, but 2017, the last World Cup, Tonga was they missed this chance to go to the finals game by a bad call from a ref. Well, I don't know. Remember you guys remember any of that? But yeah. That is what's playing right now. So they have to go through Samoa, and if they beat Samoa, so England plays Papua New Guinea for the first round of the semifinals, or these, I don't know, what is it, semifinals or quarterfinals. So if England beats Papua New Guinea and Tonga beats Samoa, Tonga will meet up against London again for another rematch, more or less, of the 2017 World Cup. They
Hopefully,
lost.
the
Yeah,
refs will not make a bad call in this one.
I know, man. So funny. So controversial. Hopefully everyone forgot about that and just move forward for that. But yeah, it's an exciting game coming up this Sunday. So anyhow, trip was great. Hopefully if Tonga beats Samoa this Sunday and England beats PNG, Papua New Guinea, I'm gonna fly back next week and try to cover that England versus Tonga game. Try to go.
Oh, that's awesome. That's what I was about to ask you. So that's really the next plans then, is to, if you can get there, any plans after that to go back or to see other games or fly elsewhere?
So that'll be the last game before the finals. So whoever wins the next game goes to the finals, right? So if Tonga and England meet up, whoever wins that game between Tonga and England goes to the final championship game. And so I'll try to go back for that too if Tonga makes it. I talked with my wife. Shout out to my wonderful wife. She gave me the visa to be able to go to attend, man. So if she didn't let me go, I would not be going. I would just sit here and watch like everybody else at home. So, but it was great. We got media credentials. I was all over the field, on the tunnel, the bench, inside the press conference. And it was cool because I thought that was the win for us as encouragers, is being accredited, internationally accredited. I thought that was a huge win for us. Despite covering the game and watching all that, my whole thing was that we got accredited media credentials to cover an official, sporting event, which is huge. It's the World Cup, for rugby league. So I thought that was the most biggest win that we had for this trip.
Yeah, that was awesome. It was I don't know. I've never seen you cover anything like that before. But man, it looked super professional. It looked like you've been doing this your whole life
Man,
and paid to do it.
a lot of fuckamuna, man. I just wish the next time I go that I have someone with me, either you or tech or coach or someone, because people want to see the instant stuff. They want to see like what is going on behind the scene, the exclusive stuff. And it's the guy with the phone, the guy who has the phone and Wi-Fi connection and shoots things like lives and you know puts the post out right away. That's the guy that gets paid a lot of money. That's who I would pay to cover things. It's the guy like me that has the photo camera and the big camera. I have to shoot and then transfer that to a media device to edit, right? And then push it
Yeah.
out to the internet. The guy with the phone, man, that's the most it's like the most important person for any media team is the guy with the phone. It's most social media team. So hopefully this next time, like one of y'all can come on and just join me and just shoot the video and I could take the stills and all the other stuff with all the other cameras. But man, it's crucial. And I seen there's dudes that are on the sidelines too. That's just you can see one dude just out there trying. I had my phone and my DSLR trying to shoot at the same time. So that was like super difficult. But yeah, if we can have the guy with the phone with me the next time, that'd be dope. I know both of y'all. Do you have your passport updated, Jake?
No, I need this week. I'm going to go get my passport photos taken and then go do the submission. I got to do it. I need to get some passport like photos for some other stuff anyways. So I just got to do it, knock it out and get myself legit. I just need, I need to know like at least a month in advance if I'm going to go, just be through, be able to take off work. I
Yeah.
have to have somebody cover for me when I'm out.
I hear you, man. See, that's the thing of the benefits of working in like an airline system like I am right now for American Airlines. It's nice because you can drop your shifts and then people can pick them up and you can, go and travel. But then there's a, you know, offset to that. The paycheck when you come back is not as big.
Right.
Man. Yeah, that'd be dope. Get someone. But Ray and Fathia going this weekend, man, taking the boys and I applied for media credentials for them. So hopefully Ray and Chuba gets it. They get the media credential. They can go all over the field and stuff. I said, I'm gonna tell them is like, hey man, can you do just a couple things and just log into our Instagram,
Yeah.
log into our Instagram and whatever you put on there, I'm gonna just push it to Facebook. But that'd be dope. Yeah, they're going under the encouragers because we're already accredited. Like they already did a background vetting job on our podcast, so that's dope and legit because that database transfers over to future events too. So the next World Cup will already be registered in that database for them. So that's pretty dope.
So tell us
Even
about the
like
food. Tell us about the food too over there. That's why I seen some of those pictures, man. It looked good.
it was good. I didn't show all the food, but I got some fish and chips out there. It was really good, super fresh. The fish and chips, it's like a different batter that they use. They use like cornmeal, or at least the place that I went to. It was like it wasn't flour batter. It was like corn and something else, but it was bomb, nice and fresh. Um, what else? It was good food. I had some meat pies. It's different than the meat pies in New Zealand. Like their meat pies are a little bit slightly different, but they eat those things like just like people in New Zealand and Australia eat meat pies. They eat it like it's like a regular snack that they have out there. But
Would you say New Zealand has a lot of influence from England over there? Or do you think it's very different?
yeah, there's a big influence. Yeah, because they used to be part of the empire or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, man, it was good people. They're friendly people, at least from my experience, the short experience that I had out there. But man, I hope I can go back for I hope Tonga wins and they advance. But yeah, not just me. I'm not just doing any international trip. We got another encourager about to head out on a trip to the international waters by the name of Tech. Got his passport ready, right, Tech?
Yeah, I just got it a couple weeks ago.
Nice.
We planned a trip in December to the motherland.
Oh, wow. Do you know what part of did you get? Have you looked at your ticket? Do you know what part of Tonga you going to?
I don't know yet. I'm going with my uncle, and we're just going wherever he goes.
That's what's up, man. Go take a look at your land and everything.
Yeah, at least try. From what I hear, that the first week of the year, because
Hmm.
I'll be leaving December 27th.
Hmm.
So like the first week of the year is like, I guess it's like a whole week of church
Oh yeah.
in
Mm.
Tonga. So I don't know if anything will be open at that time.
Mm. Shoot, man, go live it up. You're gonna have to do a little reporter, a little report thing when you're out there.
Go
Uh,
live.
yeah, go live. They do lives. They do a lot of lives out there, bro. Oh man, yeah, we're excited, man. I can't wait for you to do that trip. That's gonna be dope, man. Then you
Yeah,
can
this will be my first time going too.
nice. You go over there, come back, and be married, bro. Find someone from the Tonga national netball team and hook you up. Snatch you up over there, bro.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, there's just a lot of things to talk. I mean, catch up on. It's been a minute since we've had a podcast. I'm gonna edit this one and push it out right as soon as we log off here. So just a nice little podcast just to get back into it, and we're almost done with the year. So need to get something in before the end of the year.
Yeah, we've got a lot to go if we're going to hit that goal we set earlier in the year.
Man, what was it? Once two podcasts a week or a month?
We have to listen back. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but it was aggressive. So we got to get back on it.
Yeah. Yep. And we actually have this Friday, if you guys are available. I'm not sure what time. Yeah, we need to confirm with her, but we have a special guest this Friday. Um, so hopefully we can make that happen this Friday. I'm not sure what time, but I'll let you guys know in the group chat. But yeah, Jake, what you doing any traveling coming up?
No, I don't have anything exciting planned. Hopefully, something to come out and see you guys or take a trip. But yeah, just and really nothing's on the radar right now. So next encouragers reunion after we did Reno, which I don't think we even talked about that
Oh my
yet
gosh, it's been
in a
so much.
podcast.
Yeah.
So we have that one, and let's plan out the next one and get at least a tentative plan in place for our next little reunion. We could do another. We really need to do. Maybe we do Texas again, right, to celebrate the 1 year
Mhm.
of with Tonga. But we could get together and do a live podcast again.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Just go back to the same place, the same house. Make it an annual thing, man.
That'd
But
be awesome.
yeah, so man, I don't have anything coming up except for if Tonga advances, I'm gonna try to go to that. But other than that, we got the coaches thing this weekend. Um shoot, baby blessing this weekend and several other things coming up. But holidays season's upon us. I hope everyone is
Mm.
doing well. You guys aren't stressed about holiday stuff too much, and yeah, just tap in with us on our Instagram and our Twitter, Facebook, and our TikTok. If you guys are wanting to connect with us anytime, we're always on those platforms. But I don't have anything else to share or relay. Do you guys have anything you'd like to talk about or share?
I think that's good. I think that's I think that's good, and maybe we can have some topics. I think later on in the week we could talk about Elon finalizing his deal with Twitter and what you think about that, and maybe get some, some interesting points about that. I think there's a couple things we could probably do like a good 20-30 minutes of or something like that. We can have some topics, but I'm down to jump on if you hear something in the news and you think that we should talk about it. I think that can be fun too, just to help us get some more stuff out.
Yeah. Oh, here's another tidbit. So I shared this in our group chat, but for those of you that don't know, that don't really follow the rugby league, uh, play or whatever, the coaches that are coaching the MMT right now, MMT team, Matamatanga team right now, they're some of the most celebrated and most winningest coach in the history of the rugby league program or rugby league sports era or whatever, modern era. So that's a neat little thing to share with everyone of our listeners. There's some big time coaches that are coaching these boys. So, and my biggest thing is like some like the successes that we have in life, kind of in anything really. If we have a good coach or a good mentor, it can help us excel in what we're trying to do. And the success that I see this team having, a lot of it has to do with their leadership and the coaching that they have in their corner. So shout out to those two coaches, Coach Christian Wolf and the other OG. I don't know your name, OG, but shout out to y'all for repping for our country and repping for the boys, man. So thought I'd share that little tidbit before we log off here. But go
What is
MMT.
what is MMT like? What day? So it's what does it stand for? What does it mean in English if you were to translate it?
Man, go ahead, Tech. I'll let you explain that.
MMT stands for Matematonga, and it means in English, translate to die for Tonga.
Oh,
Like
wow.
literally.
Wow. I mean, that is strong. That's awesome. I didn't know that. Appreciate you kind of translating some of these things that are out there that everybody knows. I don't, for our listeners that don't speak Tongan, it's kind of cool to see that, but I'm not surprised that that's the name once you get to know Tongan people.
Straight up, super duper extra sometimes, but man, like you can see it through the fans. You can see the way they cheer on the team. They literally so
Passionate.
yeah, super passionate. So this Wales versus Tonga versus Wales game, the bus showed up late. They showed up late to the stadium, and then on top of that, they had the fans that were greeting them right out on the streets. They made them even more late to the stadium because they were escorting the bus up to the gate. So the fans were out there cheering and dancing and stuff in front of the bus while they were already running late. They made them even more later. They talked about it in the press conference. You can watch the full press conference on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@the-encouragers. The full presser is up on there. You can watch it. You can listen to them describe that moment when they showed up late. But that's how not fanatical. I don't know. They're passionate about the Matamontonga team. And just goes to show you how much they care. That's really mate matonga right there, and they display it so well. Like the fans display that. But anyhow, I have a bunch of treats for all you guys. I gave some to my core. There's still some stuff that I need to. Dang, I forgot to pass you and coach the treats, man. And I forgot to grab the mic flat. Man, see with this, I need some Alpha Brain to help me out with
It
my
works.
memory.
It works good.
I need to get some of that.
Yeah,
Joe Rogan, if you're listening, we need some Alpha Brain for the encouragers.
yeah, that's his company on it. ONNIT. There might be another T at the end. But yeah, and apparently I haven't tried it, but apparently Black Label is the strong one. And it against a nootropic, so it's a blend that does not have caffeine in it. It uses different types of mushrooms to really help your brain fire, like your neurons fire like they're supposed to. And that's just my uneducated explanation of really what that does, because there's a far more complicated things going on, but it just helps you not be foggy. and it's just great. It helps you think the way you're after let's say you went for a run or you worked out and you just like everything is kind of firing properly. It kind of gets you there.
I see. Right on, right on. Definitely need some of that.
Mm-hmm. Need some
But
of that right now.
For real. Well, thank you guys for being on this podcast episode. Thank you again to all the encouragers out there listening. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Feel free to chime in and check in on us, and shout out to our sponsors: Alpha Academy, Good Vibes Kava, the Card House Texas, Troop 28 Clothing, and Club Lifted. Shout out to all you guys. Thanks again for tuning in. Tech, got anything else to say, Jake?
Nope. Thanks for everybody for joining us. We're good to be back, and we'll be back soon.
Right on. Have a good night, everyone. Peace out.